Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming my everyday fall makeup look, and we're just going to jump into it because I hate long intros where people talk forever. So I'm going in with my Carly Bible palette, the deluxe edition, and I'm going to be using this shade right here as my transition shade, and I'm taking a fluffy crease brush as usual and just blending that out into the crease. And I don't want a lot of color, so after I dip it into the pan, I tap off the excess. I have the general consensus down. I'm going to take the next shade over, which is a really pretty purple. And with the same brush, I'm going to lightly tap my brush. And again, like with the last color, we're just going to keep this right in the crease and not going below. And I've already done my eyebrows. I'm still using the same products and the same routine you guys have seen a million times. So there's nothing that you guys are missing there. I will be investing in some new eyebrow products soon so that I can try some new techniques out. But until then, it's the same old thing. Right, and then I'm going to take a combination of this dark purple and the brown beneath it and apply that to my crease as well. And I'm just going to dip it back and forth, and then tap off the excess. And this is just going to deepen up my crease. So I've been playing around with my camera settings and lighting again. Let me know if you guys like this new setup or if you want me to continue to experiment. But I think I like it so far. I filmed this video yesterday, but I feel like I rushed through it, so I wasn't happy with the actual results. Not with the makeup look, but with the technical side of things. So I'm filming it today, and hopefully I like the outcome better than I did yesterday. Alright, so once we are done with that, we're going to go back in with this palette, and I'm taking this peach shade and this cream shade and combining that as well because the cream shade is too light for my skin tone. So we're just adding a little color back to my eyes, tapping out the excess and just applying this below the crease. Wouldn't be an Andrea tutorial if I didn't do a cat eye. It's literally what I'm known for, you guys. Bold lips and a bomb ass cat eye. So I'm using my Black Radiance, I think it is, liquid liner. The blackest shade they got. Wow, that's kind of looking perfect. Like, I can dig it. Close enough. So for lashes, I actually don't know. I don't know what these are. They're just some lashes I have laying around. I think these are AOA lashes, but I'm gonna apply those off camera and then I'm gonna be right back. Okay, moving on to face, I am using Maybelline's Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to be using the dewy and smooth one. I know, shocker, because I have oily skin, so I normally lean towards the matte and poreless, but today I'm using the dewy and smooth because in the wintertime my skin isn't as oily as it is during the summertime, as it is for most people, so I can get away with using a dewy foundation. And I'm also not using a mattifying primer today because I want my skin to have a natural glow to it. And I am in the shade 330 Toffee in the matte, I mean not in the matte, but in the dewy and smooth. Anyway, You can see the difference in the two shades that I use. This is the Poreless in the shade 332 and in 330 in the Matte and Dewy. And they have two completely different undertones, but I found in the Dewy and Smooth they didn't have a humongous shade range like they do with the Matte and Poreless, so I got what I think was the closest match. So moving on, just gonna put some on the back of my hand. And it's an extremely liquidy foundation. So I'm applying this with my Real Technique sponge. There we go. In the shade Medium Light. And I like this concealer a lot. I just hate the applicator, or I used to hate it, but it's actually growing on me because it feels like one of those little eye serum things, the little cooling rolling effect. Okay, and to set everything and to contour with, I'm using my Wet n Wild contour palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. I'm using both sides. I'm going to set my under eyes with the highlighting part. And I'm just applying this with my damp sponge because I like the finish that it gives. It's powdery so that I don't have too harsh of a contour. Alright, and then for highlights, I think, yeah, I'm going to use my Carly Bible palette again. So I guess this is just a Carly Bible Deluxe palette tutorial too. So I'm going to use a mix between this golden shade and this rainbow shade right here. And I'm going to dampen my brush. And go in with the light hand. I know you're not supposed to highlight during the winter months, but I love highlights, so I highlight all year round. And then I'm going back in with my Real Technique sponge and just blending that or melting that into my skin so that you don't have this harsh line between your contour and your highlights. And to complete today's look, I'm using my Maybelline Color Sensationals lipstick in the shade Gone Grage. It's cute little packaging, I love it. So I'm just going to apply that to my lips. And this is a matte shade. Alright, and I know that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you never miss a video from me, and I will see you guys in my upcoming videos. Bye.
You the one that I need. You the one made for me. Treat you like royalty, baby, just for your loyalty, baby. You're my only priority, baby. Thanks for supporting me, baby. You the one.